Welcome to the 2022 Winter Classic Student Cluster Competition Studio Update Show. Now, here are your hosts, Dan Olds and Addison Snell.
Dan Olds here, and this is another edition of the Intersect 360 2022 Winter Classic Invitational Student Cluster Competition Studio Update Show. My co-host, Addison Snell, still out on assignment. But we are now done with the computational portion of the 2022 Winter Classic. We just 5 minutes ago closed out the open foam competition on the AWS servers. And who are we talking to today? We are talking to UTEP. So, are you some relaxed fellas now?
Oh, yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
And you're done. I mean, the hard part is done.
Right? We just have the judging now.
You just have the judging, and that's not too bad. You've been through it before. A couple of you have, right?
Right. Since we've done the work, it should be natural to us too. So
Exactly. Just explain what you've done, and that's it. I mean, it's downhill from here. Let's take a little look back at what you guys have done in the competition. You turned in a third place finish on LINPAC, which was great. You slipped, as we were talking about, on HPCG down to 6th. Not bad, but you scored 100 on the pop quiz. That pulled you up quite a bit. And you got to feel good about that. You schooled everybody else. You were 95, 98, and 89% on the NASA NASPAR benchmarks. That was good. You came in fourth overall on NASPAR, and you just kind of climbed from there. Oak Ridge, you scored 100. Very good. And that helped out. We'll see how you do with AWS and with the interview. But right now, you're sitting third. And I got to tell you beforehand, wasn't sure that I would have picked you guys for a top 3 team. You're solid, but you're showing skills and hunger that you didn't show last year. I mean, you were hungry, you pushed hard, but you just didn't have the skills. Did having a couple of guys on the team that had experience from last year, did that help?
Yes. Yeah. For sure. I mean, this year there's a lot more training than last year.
Yeah.
Last year, we would
Not
meet
enough
for like an hour. Yeah. But we learned a lot from last year, and then this year there was so much training that I feel like, I don't know if we were completely new how we would have done, but
well,
it definitely helped, of course.
You've soaked up that training like a sponge.
Right.
And I think if we'd have had better training last year, that everybody would have done better.
Yeah. Well, Elias is really good. Just, only so much you can do with a little bit a week, an hour a week. And
yeah.
Ask questions as they come, having no idea, just kind of going through.
Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about AWS, about the open foam? You just finished that up a couple of minutes ago.
I feel like we put the right amount of work into it. We have no regrets. We feel confident that if we did a solid, put a lot of effort into it, we'll get a good score on it. Hopefully that's the case. We'll see.
You didn't leave anything in the locker room. It's all out on the field. It's all in the
no
closet.
Regrets.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to optimize. It was pretty optimal already. Everything. So we went through the gamut of options, doing everything we could, and just seemed like how it was almost out of the box was. We improved it a little bit, but
not a lot.
It wasn't like we could. Yeah, it wasn't like we could drop 10 minutes off or something. It only lasted like 20 minutes to begin with.
Okay.
So
you tried a bunch of different. You tried some different compiler flags.
All right, we tried
compiler flags. Interestingly, this one was a little bit more difficult to link stuff up, libraries and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Spark really helped.
Going through just grepping recursively through the file system to find like this one output of text for like this error message I was getting, and then going and tracking down that file and trying to link it in, and then figuring out files to modify. And Rudy really came through like big time on this one.
Rudy came through.
Yeah. Ones that
You're the hero on this one?
Yeah.
I'm the hero.
So we were
What'd Rudy do?
So
he beat the scores that we got.
I didn't use flags. I just I tried switching from double point to single point precision, and that kind of just ruined everything. So I went back to double point, and then I compiled it first with GCC, and we used Intel MPI, and then we switched over to other compilers, which sped it up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then we actually plotted stuff to see how the speed up went from different amount of nodes as well for AMD, going from one node to another node, and ideally, rarely or weirdly at 8 nodes, it kind of increased the execution time increased by a lot. And we're wondering, okay, maybe the problem size is not big enough for 8 nodes. There's too much communication overhead happening here. So
interesting.
Thinking.
Drop down to 4.
Yeah. So graphing stuff lets you put things into perspective.
Yep.
And then you start seeing what kind of mesh size was more optimal too. So we figured stuff like that out. Other than that, it was already pretty optimal, like Antonio said.
Okay. Yeah.
We figured out.
So we're talking not big speed ups, little speed ups.
Yeah, little speed ups. Mainly a lot of things would break, like trying to use AVX 512, for example. And I was really insisting on 512 because it was capable of 512.
Yeah.
Should have tried maybe spend more time on AVX or AVX2. But it would crash with that. And then MKL cluster. That was, I was trying to use the cluster version of the math kernel library from Intel.
Yeah.
That was a nightmare. Just couldn't figure out what was going on. And I just kept doing the grep thing. And I eventually figured out it was compiling ICC. It was using ICC for some things, not the MPI ICC wrapper, ICC.
Yeah.
And then trying to use the cluster, the parallel version of the MKL library. And that was somehow messing it up. Like the ICC was trying to call the MPI. And it wasn't able to do it. So I figured that out, and I finally figured out to change it so that it would use MPI ICC.
Yeah. That do the trick?
Right. Yeah. And then just that little, an extra flag. So -CC equals ICC on the in the compile line, and then the link line. And then from there, that's point. It was real hard install.
That's great. I mean, you've done some fantastic work. I mean, it's obvious that you put the work in.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. Now the question is, can you hold third or improve upon it? That's the thing. You're only 14 points away from pulling into second. Now, I'd like to say that, you can pull into first, but they've got 494 points and you've got 422. They'd have to fall apart a bit.
Well, they have to forget
right or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to have a significant collapse here. Got to tell you, I don't see that happening. But, 15 points, 16 points, that's well within the realm of possibility out of what you have left. But at the same time, you've got to fend off the teams behind you, and you're only ahead of Florida by 9 points. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 points.
What's that?
You're only ahead of Florida, FAMU, by 9 points. And they've got a pretty determined team manager down there, team leader, Kavika, the strong, tough guy.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
I feel good about our team, though.
You should. You guys have done great stuff. I mean, I've been really impressed. Yeah. Now, do you all have your resumes then?
I have.
Yes.
Rudy?
Absolutely.
The Flores brothers?
No, not yet.
I haven't sent mine.
Get
Mine.
on it.
I
Yes,
have
sir.
mine ready, yeah. If you want me to send it, I can send it now.
Yeah, you put it up. I sent you an email. There's a link that you put it up in a headshot.
Okay.
And those are going to go out to the sponsors and mentors next week. So you'll want to get that done. Damn it, Rudy. You should be on top of this stuff. Come on. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Pull yourself together. Then you've got to get in for the Bruckner Award because one of you will win a $2,500 scholarship. Not playing around this year, but you've got to apply to be eligible. Very easy to do. It's just a 1-page essay, maximum 1 page, just about, why you deserve it, what you do with it, that sort of thing, what you want to do with yourself. Then unofficial college transcripts just to make sure you're really a student. And that's it. So jump in on that as well. Free money. Come on.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'll do it right after. I'll do it right after this. Why not? Right?
Yeah, knock it out. You're on a coffee high. I can tell it. You've got the caffeine flowing through you. You can knock out 1 page pretty quick.
What's one more hour of work? Right?
What is 1 more hour of work? Absolutely. Quick and easy. Knock it out.
Yeah.
Put it in. Then you'll probably sleep for 12 hours or so.
No can do. I have homework.
Well, yeah,
it's
true.
just the way it is, right? It's all right.
It is. It's life. It's life.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. So, experience so far this year, it's been good.
Yeah, actually, I've never imagined I would receive this much training.
Yeah,
I've received more training than some mentors that I'm working with at the university. So I've received much more training here.
Well, that's the thing is it's really different when you go hands-on, right?
Yeah, it's much more different.
Yeah, free knowledge. There's a lot of knowledge out there. And I was telling Antonio probably like last week, I haven't done much as them, but at least I know which way to go, like direction to point to if I want to go study more of this. So afterwards.
Yeah, you know that things exist now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's not by experienced people.
Yeah.
There's a lot out there. And the thing is, if you guys had had deep questions on OpenFOAM, you could have probably emailed the OpenFOAM writers of the app and asked them, and they would have answered. Yes. That's the way this whole community is.
Okay.
There is so much information out there, and people are anxious to teach and to pass it on. So it's a really close-knit, supportive community out in HPC land. Yeah. And maybe you'll be a part of that. Who knows? And I kind of lose track. Do you guys have summer jobs lined up yet?
No.
I sent you an email.
No.
You did. I do have an email from you, Antonio. Yes. And I will be passing that on to the CEO of that company.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, you are I should have responded. I've just been a little bit busy.
I know.
But yeah, no, it's going to the CEO.
Okay.
And I know him. Good guy. Good company.
Right. Thank you.
But so yeah, we will see what we can do there. No one else has anything lined up for the summer or for full time?
No.
Okay. Well, that's why you got to get the resumes in.
Sure.
And we will do what we can. And if you need me to reach out personally to anyone or Addison, we're here for that too. So we are all about getting you guys taken care of.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Like parents, only better. Only we have blazers. Yeah. Well, this is great. We really appreciate all of your hard work. You've been a great team. You were last year. You are again this year. And you're really coming into your own potential-wise. What was sitting third place? You kidding me? That's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah. And we will see you in the judges interview next.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
Nothing to be afraid of because you've done your work. Just got to show it and talk about it a little bit.
Sure.
Sounds good. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Absolutely. Well, thanks again. Now you're off for the rest of the day, except for getting your resumes in and your applications for the scholarship. Then take the rest of the day off. Enjoy yourselves. Okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care. Bye.